I'm Gabby, also known as Señorita Gavita, and welcome or welcome back to a new video for me. And in today's video I will show you how I used the Nahvalur fountain pen for the first time. I got the fountain pen as a gift from the company, and I think I got this package around 1 month ago, and I already did an unboxing video for my Instagram account. And here's the pen. I show you in the unboxing video also how I filled up the ink tank as well, and I did a very short demonstration how to use the fountain pen in my sketchbook. And with the fountain pen I got also 2 inks from the company. One is a very deep green with a light shimmer or glitter effect, and the second one is a very bright orange. And I think the combination works very good together. I was very surprised how vibrant the orange one is. And yes, I wanted to do a illustration for this collaboration with both inks together in one new sketchbook that I got as well. But before that I wanted to do a warm-up in my old beloved sketchbook. And the plan was actually only to do a few sketches here in my sketchbook to get used to the new fountain pen. And the plan was also only to do a few sketches, but then it ended up to be a whole sketchbook spread. I will show you some close-ups and then I will go into the drawing process for the collaboration. So here's the sketchbook spread that I did with the fountain pen and only with the green ink, and then I decided a little bit later, after I had started to sketch, to use also a red color, red pencil, to make a very nice contrast to the almost black ink. And you can't see it here through the camera, but the ink has a very beautiful shimmer effect, the green one, and the orange one is a very normal clear orangey ink, but this one has a very nice shimmer. And yes, I wanted to do a warm-up before I start the illustration here in the sketchbook for the collaboration. And this is a new one that I got also. And I added here my cute stickers, and this balloon guy is the Patreon reward for May. So if you want to have it in your own collection, you can check out my Patreon in the description down below. Yes, here to the sketchbook spread, I think I needed only around 1 hour. I did them in different days because I don't have too much time during the week, but yes, I think 1 hour I needed to finish it, and I was very surprised how light it was in my hand. I thought it will be a little bit more heavier because of the good quality of the fountain pen, because it has also here a little bit of metal in the glass, so I thought it would be very heavy in my hand to draw, but I didn't have any trouble to hold it for a very long time. And I started with the left page, and for me an easy way to start a illustration in general when I'm not too confident with the new art supplies, I picked something very easy for me to draw, and for me it is to draw very cute animals or creatures. And I decided this time to draw some cats, and because it's also strawberry season, I added here and there some strawberries, and then I decided to use a colored pencil in red to make the contrast. So this was the whole process of this left page. Then I moved to the right side, and I was watching, I think in the weekend, the series The Queen's Gambit, and I really love this series. I love the fashion from the time, I love the story, I love the actress. I was so emotional. I actually cried in the end because it was so good, and I wanted to make a fan art because I don't know, I really love it. I can recommend it to watch it. And yes, I tried out different art styles here, a more anime manga style, and I wanted to transfer some of the fashion that I saw there in this fan art, and then I moved on to this sketch, and I use a more adult art style for this, so it is a little bit of a mixture, and I took some reference pictures for it from Pinterest and from watching the series, and I really love it. And then I messed up this hand, then I needed to cover it up and use a red washi tape that I had, and I think it's very cool with this other material in my sketchbook. So before I moved on to the illustration for the coloration, I picked up here some cats that I wanted to draw. So I ended up with the tomato cat and with the coquette cat, the sleepy cat, this one, also this, and I think also this cat playing with the John. So, and this was the preparation for the next illustration with both inks together. So we are finally in the inking part of this video, and I use, as I said in the beginning, a new sketchbook for this illustration. It's the sketchbook from Royal Talens, and a very small size that I really like. It is very cute and handy and easy to bring with you when you are going outside and want to do a sketch session, maybe in a cafe. So it's very cute, it is small size, and I also love the purple pastel cover of it. And as I said, also I picked up a few cats that I had already sketched in the other sketchbook, in my old one, and then I did first a very light undersketch with a pink pencil, and then on top I started the inking, and I used the green ink for it from Nahvalur, and I really like this color. It's almost black, but in some angle you will see this light shimmery deep green, which I really love. And the drawing process or the inking process was kinda of an experiment for me, because it's a very long time ago since I had drawn with feather and ink in my sketchbook, so I had to get used to it again. And how can I explain this feeling of drawing with ink? You have a control over it, because it's not like how you can compare it with watercolor, because you have the feather and you can decide how much ink will go out of the nib. It depends how much pressure you will put on the drawing process, so you have a kind of a control over it. But of course you have keep in mind that it depends also on the paper type that you are using, and also it depends, when you give more pressure, the more ink will comes out, and so you need to experiment and get used to this of the feeling. And also other feather nibs are more flexible and some other are more stiff, so it's a very often experimental process, but with a lot of practice you will get used to it. And I really love to do my sketches with this fountain pen. It's very light in the hand, so you don't have too much trouble to draw a lot with it, and you don't get a very stiff hand or wrist. And then I decided to use the second ink, the orange one, to do some coloring parts as well, some shapes, so it looks more interesting and pops out more. And I'm also still thinking how I can use the ink, the orange ink, more, because right now I have in the fountain pen the green one, and maybe I will get a second fountain pen, maybe from another brand, so I can do a comparison, or I will use it like here again only with a brush that I also use for my watercolor. So I'm still deciding what I can do with it. And I'm also thinking, because I really like this whole sketchbook spread, I really love the cats, they are very cute and they have a lot of character. I think that I can do as some stickers out of it, maybe a few of them or the whole sketchbook spread, so like a bundle. Maybe you are interested, so let me know in the comments if you have an interest to get them, so I can look up and maybe decide to do some stickers and offer them in my shop. I also was very surprised how fast I did the sketchbook spread. Sometimes I'm overthinking where to add some line art or the colors or the shadows, but with this fountain pen you need to go with the flow, I would say, and accept also some mistakes because you can't erase them. Of course you can if you want to cover it up with some white paint or with some paper, but in my case I don't want to cover it up and see what can I do with the mistake that I did. And I also wanted to know how long can I create an illustration only with one single line. So it was very cool, I would say, to experiment what can I achieve only with one line without moving it up from the paper. So I don't have too much to say about it. In the white spaces that are left, I added some elements like some stars and sparkle and hearts, so it looks very lived in, and you can see a kind of movement throughout the whole sketchbook spread. And so I hope you like this type of video, and if you like it, don't forget to leave a thumb up and to subscribe and push the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos from me. And then I will see you in my next one. Until then, please stay safe and healthy, and bye bye.